Hello, we're here for another episode of Campus to Careers, and today I'm here with the talented Charvi. Where are we? We are at Eden Espresso, that's right, and beautiful coffee, highly recommended. So tune in for another episode. So I'll start with asking some questions about Charvi, her background, her education, academics, and her uni life and professional aspiration. Tell me about a bit about yourself, Charvi.
My name is Charvi Hasaliya, and I have been here in Melbourne for a year now. I'm an international student here from India. I did my Bachelor's of Engineering there, and right now I'm studying my Master's of IT. And so far, it has been so good. About my university, RMIT, the curriculum over there is really good. They give you a lot of hands-on experience, I feel. So even that is going good. It's me.
Fantastic. Thank you. So, a fun round. If it was a coffee style or something that she would order at a cafe, what would you say your university experience in Australia would be?
I would say that it's like a bit intense, but at the end, if you go through with it, it's the sweeter version you get, the chocolate at the end.
Love it.
Because I know that uni life can be hard, keeping up with the timeline, submissions, and obviously you have your part-time job and everything. But if you focus on your studies as well, as much, then yes, I think that it will be fruitful at the end.
Amazing. Thank you, Charvi. And Charvi is a great barista, by the way, so I know that. Your first thought when you had your first interview in Australia for any role, whether it's casual, part time, what were your thoughts and learnings from that?
So my first interview was for this part-time role at this food chain, and I was just doing a walk-in, and surprisingly they were like, you know what, we do have some openings. Tell us about your experience.
Wow.
And this is me coming from India with no experience in food industry or anything. Obviously, we do cook at home, help our moms or whatever, but that is way too different when it comes to working somewhere. It was just a month that I came here, and it was a bit difficult
She
at
could see your
first.
passion, that you
Yeah.
wanted to work and give it a shot.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
She could see my passion and she did give me a shot. Let's come in. So I started there for a while, back of kitchen, and then
Amazing. And your learning from that was?
learning, don't shy away, give it a shot. And
Absolutely.
be confident in lying sometimes. It pays you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you do have to put the best of you in that role. So again, the capability, so you will be able
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do that. So no, absolutely. Thank you.
I feel being self-confident is the one thing that has helped me so far in Australia.
Amazing. Thank you. So my next question is, what's the funniest or most unexpected reality shock moment you had from a cultural point of view or a professional reality shock when you were working in the professional environment? Or it could be Aussie slang, but tell us.
Oh, there are many in fact, but yes, one of them is Aussie slang. People say stuff like, oh, me is late. Using me in language referring to yourself as a third person is something like a cultural shock that, oh, me is coming over there, me is hungry. That and the heat over here. That's pretty. Everyone, even in India, the weather is hot, but here the sun is pretty scorching.
Absolutely, that's one of the shocks. It's pretty hot. In fact, very hot today. Thank you. All right, so more questions around academics and your career inside. So, how different is studying in Australia to back home?
To me, I feel it's more practical knowledge based rather than just bookish. The assignments curricular are developed to build your critical thinking abilities, I feel, rather than just mugging up. Or there have been instances where we were given a fixed set of questions that these are the questions here, and mostly our tests would be from these set of questions only. There's nothing of that sort here. And plus, the one more thing that I like about the education here is there are quizzes or assignments in between semesters. So you have to study, keep studying, be on track to pass those. If you be on track with your learnings and everything, it's pretty easy to score here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just keeps you focused as well.
Exactly. That's
Thank you. Next question is around most fun moment in university life in Australia. So it could be in a sentence or something that you can share with us, the fun moment.
one thing about university. I feel there have been a lot, but so far I would like to talk about my experience in Isaac. At
The
first,
Isaac organization.
Isaac and RMIT. I just joined that just for the sake of it. I don't know, to see what it's like to be. And if I'm being honest, I just joined that to make new friends, international
course.
friends. I do have here, but it's like, it's no harm to meeting new people.
Fantastic.
And so far, I feel that even though I just joined to be there just with them in just one semester, but I'm still there with them as a team leader now. And the growth potential that I've seen in myself so far is pretty damn good. Yeah.
Fantastic. So networking and
Networking
is very important. Hey? All right. And the next question is around if you could change one thing about how international students are supported, what would that be?
I feel students, this is a general point of view. I feel international students sometimes can be shy to ask out for help or to reach out. And I would like to say to those people that don't feel shy. Just there might be questions or the doubts that you have, other people are also facing it, and they might be shy to just ask it, feeling them. Just don't be that. Ask the question. There might be people to help you, more than happy to help you, in fact. Even if there are times that some of my juniors approached me last semester, I guess, I was more than happy to help them with their doubts. Yeah, you're just one question away from asking.
Absolutely. So that's golden advice from Charvi. Ask away the questions. Don't be shy. And the last question on academics and careers is what is one skill that you've learned in Australia that you think will help you most in your career or in your academics that you've learned that will help in your career?
In fact, I would like to talk about two skills. One is that being out there. When you're out there, you cannot be like, oh, I'm not having a good day or something of that sort. When you're meeting people, it's pretty important to leave a mark, leave an impression, I feel. And the second thing is that after coming here, I feel that I have developed this quick learning ability, adaptability. People just add that in your resume for the sake of it, but I feel that's a very important thing. And be it your part-time, uni, or anything, I feel you should have that skill in you. Because if you're adaptable to different changes, it will open up many opportunities, I feel.
Absolutely. So open to change.
Yeah.
So basically be there and be adaptable. Open to change. That's amazing. That's good. Thank you. Around your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So, what do you think, as an international student, your biggest strength that you have discovered while studying or working in Australia? What do you think it is?
I feel my biggest strength that I've discovered working and while studying as well is I don't give up that easily. I'm not trying to boast or anything, but there will be times that you will feel low. There'll be times that you'll miss home. But at the end of the day, if you don't give up, I guess that gets you somewhere.
That's amazing.
It's
That's a great
just-
message.
You have to keep going. The initial years will be a bit tough, I feel, but I think the future is hopeful here.
That's it.
If you don't give up and if you're resilient enough.
Resilient is the word. So that's amazing. And in the same rhythm, what do you think your biggest challenge or weakness had been as an international student? How did you overcome it?
Being at uni or maybe even at my current workplace, people have asked me that ask for help. Because I'm a front of house where I work currently, and there are times that the rush hour comes and I'm just the only barista out there. And sometimes it even gets hard for me to even ask for help, like, hey, can you please somebody help me with the register or anything? So, and even at my uni, during my first semester, I feel that the marking system over here was a bit different that I had back in India. Like I said earlier, that you have to be consistent with your studies, so it's easier if you are consistent, easier to score. I wasn't that consistent, and I was not familiar with the marking system and the referencing, and I guess that's where my first semester studies were a bit southwards. But I
And you had
think
to learn that skill that now
if I would have reached out to peer mentors or something of that sort, we do have student support at RMIT. I guess be it at any uni in Australia.
very good actually support.
If I would have reached out earlier, I guess I would have scored better in my first semester, but that's fine.
That's it. To look out for your resources, what's out there, and
Be mindful of your resources.
and that's how you overcome it. It's amazing. And on the similar tangent, around the opportunities, what do you see as opportunities for international students in Australia?
Heaps of opportunities. You just need to be out there, if I'm being honest. People just shy away with thinking that, oh, I'm on a student visa, they won't accept me, or oh, I'm an international student, they won't accept me. But you need to wait for your right chance. You have to be patient, I feel.
Yep, patience and persistence. Exactly. And lastly, the threats or challenges you think international students need to be prepared for, or a message you'd like to give them?
I love this question. This is about the part-time work and about the studies. From especially people coming from India, we are told that you be ready to accept any sort of job when you come here. Don't do it, guys.
Yeah.
Please don't do it. Look for jobs that you are comfortable with. I know as international students, we might not have as much skill set, be in customer service or maybe food industry, but you have to keep in mind that people are out here to help you, to let you grow. So be a little bit patient with yourself. Don't be that harsh on yourself. And when it comes to studies too, people say that it's just easy, just pass these subjects and you'll be good. When it comes to, you gotta work hard on it. There will be people, there'll be heaps of students just passing their exams and stuff, but you need to stand out when it comes to finding field job. Like you have to have good grades. So do keep your focus on studies.
Absolutely. Study hard. Thank you for that, Charlie. So, last segment, finding out a little bit of aspirations and messages from Charvi. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time from now as an international student? You're a data analyst.
I want to be
About,
one
yeah.
and working from coming home, and basically I don't have that student life anymore.
You need the work-life balance. That's where you see. Fantastic, excellent. And what advice would you give students considering coming to Australia?
Be patient. Do not go deviate from your passion or the life that you had when you came here, the life that you imagined for yourself, that oh, I'll go to Australia, I'll do this or study this or get a job in this field. Do not deviate from that. Just be persistent about it.
So what you're saying is if you're passionate about a field, business, for example, business accounting,
Study that
and
and focus on that.
Fantastic. One message for Australian employers and recruiters, what would you like to say to them?
I know as international students we have our visa restrictions, but those are going to end once we apply for TR and stuff like that. So we do have full-time rights once our studies finish. So after a while, I guess consider that for bigger roles.
Yeah.
Because I feel right now I'm applying for jobs, but just the one thing is that oh, you're an international student right now. So that is one thing that is a bit I would like to talk about. Yeah.
So what you're saying is ultimately look at the person and the skill set, and obviously visa conditions do matter, but if there is a transparency and transition to something more proper, let's focus on that. Yeah, absolutely. And if you had a chance to sit down with the Australian government or authority makers for 5 minutes, who are the decision makers, what would you like to ask them or suggest?
The one thing that I like to suggest to the government is that the unis provide various kind of support to students out here, be it mental support or some sort of relief on food and groceries that is not advertised as much as it should be. After a year of me being here, I got to know that oh, even my uni has a support system kind of thing at RMIT, and I'm not talking about just study related support. It can be any sort of. There are mental health support over there as well, and plus there are food reliefs over there. So I'm talking about those kind of support.
And it does sort of boost your knowledge and just positivity, because obviously you are supporting yourself as an international student anyways. You are here to study, and if you have to work, well, you work, but a lot of times you just need a conversation too, isn't it? So that type of mental health well-being is a word, is highly regarded. Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Charvi, for taking the time and sitting down with me, and such a beautiful day today.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
My
It was fun
pleasure.
talking to you.
Appreciate your thoughts and your feedback, your learning, and golden advice. We are here at the Eden Espresso in Melbourne, and tune in for the next Campus to Careers episode. Thank you.